The Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now. He basically benched all of his starters not long into the third quarter, just gave up.
Imagine settling in, expecting to watch a competitive basketball game, only to realize you've accidentally tuned into a live comedy roast. Except the punchlines weren't jokes. They were the Chicago Sky's entire performance. Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, benched, looking like they were waiting for their turn at open McKnight while the Phoenix Mercury turned the court into their personal highlight reel. It wasn't just domination, it was like Phoenix was filming their own hype video in real time. And the Sky was just background noise. Was this even a game? Or did Phoenix schedule a light team building exercise disguised as a WNBA matchup? Because Chicago didn't just lose, they left their will to compete somewhere back in the locker room. Possibly right next to their defensive schemes and their collective pride. What unfolded wasn't a close contest or even a blowout that spiraled slowly. No, this was a collapse of epic proportions, fast, loud, and borderline comedic. The kind of performance where you start wondering if the Sky players were following the wrong playbook, or if they collectively just decided, you know what? Not today. It was almost as if they were out there doing cardio for the sake of it while Phoenix treated the game like an extended layup line. Angel Reese, usually the heartbeat of the team, looked like she couldn't believe what she was watching. Camila Cardoso, who's supposed to be the interior anchor, might as well have been a spectator for how little impact she had, and the Sky's energy? Non-existent. There was no fight, no grit, no spark, just blank stares and bad possessions. On loop, Phoenix, on the other hand, was out there flexing. Every bucket felt like a mic drop. Every fast break, a new highlight ready to go viral. They weren't just winning, they were having fun at Chicago's expense. It's the kind of meltdown you couldn't script. If you tried a perfect storm of confusion, lack of effort, and a team that looked like they'd rather be anywhere else, so buckle up, because this wasn't just a loss. This was a full-blown, prime-time collapse, and we're about to unpack every layer of the disaster.
At this point, I believe in the second quarter, at halftime, they had said that Camila Cardoso had scored 17 points. I believe she was Chicago Sky's leading scorer of the game. Again, that's not always a good thing. I love Camila down. But when you have her as the leading scorer, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna put it out there. If you have Camila Cardoso or Angel Reese as being the leading scorer for our team, for Chicago Sky, just know it's a wrap. It's a wrap for us, okay? At this point, Tyler Marsh, okay, this might sound harsh, but I believe at this point he needs to be fired, along with many other players for our Chicago Sky. It's not just Tyler Marsh. It's not just a coaching issue. It's also a player issue.
Poor Angel. She entered the league with the kind of swagger you usually reserve for players already polishing their MVP trophies. She didn't just show up, she arrived like the cameras were already rolling, like her WNBA victory documentary was halfway through production, and all that was left was to film the grand finale where she holds up the championship trophy while the confetti falls. The vibe, destiny wasn't chasing her, she was the moment. But fast forward, and here we are, benched. Again, not once, not twice, but now so frequently that the seat cushion probably has a permanent Angel Reese imprint, like it's been custom molded to her frame. It's no longer shocking, it's no longer headline-worthy. The drama of Angel sitting has faded into something much quieter, much more telling. It's expected now. This was supposed to be her era, her takeover, her league to bend and reshape with her energy, her brand, her unstoppable force. Instead, she's racking up more bench time than highlight plays, more side-eye glances than game-changing moments. The player who arrived dripping with superstar energy is now staring from the sidelines, watching the game unfold without her, as if she's become a cameo in someone else's story. And that's the heartbreak of it all. It's not that she can't play. It's not that she won't find her rhythm eventually. It's that the league didn't wait. The story kept moving, the spotlight kept shifting, and the Angel Reese who walked in like she had already written the ending, well, she's still searching for her next chapter. While the bench, quiet, patient, and brutally honest, keeps holding her seat, waiting to see if she's ever going to stand up and reclaim.
Wow. Backups had 28 points in the fourth quarter, so they came in and played ball. But you gotta play better than that. And I don't know what it is. Is it Tyler Marsh? Is it the roster? But when you look at Cardoso, she was the leading scorer. She had 17 points, I think it was. And When she's your leading scorer, you're in trouble.
At this point, the real shock wouldn't be Angel Reese getting benched, it would be seeing her crack the starting lineup without some sort of divine intervention or a last-minute emergency. Like a teammate suddenly calling out with food poisoning. That's how far we've drifted from the version of Angel that arrived in the league, draped in self-appointed royalty. The self-declared queen of the WNBA who crowned herself long before she earned the right to wear it. Angel didn't just step onto the court, she announced herself. She came in with a whole aura that screamed, "This is my league now." She had the headlines. She had the bravado. She walked like the cameras were already filming her championship parade. She didn't need to wait for the crown to be passed. She went ahead and put it on herself. But here's the problem, somewhere between all the talk and all the hype, the on-court follow-through just never showed up somehow. She's managed to turn being benched into a form of performance art. It's no longer just a game day adjustment, it's practically part of her brand. Angel Reese, the poster child of "I got this" energy with none of the actual impact to back it up. Every game feels like watching a star who believes she's in the middle of a legacy-defining moment. While the stat sheet quietly disagrees, there's something almost theatrical about it now. The crossed arms, the silent stares, the long walks from the bench to the scorer's table. Like she's about to change the course of history only to check in, make little to no dent in the game, and then head right back to her now perfectly contoured spot on the sidelines. It's like watching someone rehearse for a role they've convinced themselves they've already nailed. But the opening night performance keeps falling flat. And that's the tragedy here. It's not that Angel Reese isn't talented, she is. It's not that the opportunity won't come. It might. But right now, she's trapped in a loop of big energy, big talk, and no real takeover. She's living in the story she thought would write itself, except in the WNBA. The crown isn't given, it's earned, play by play, minute by minute, and right now, the clock's still ticking on whether Angel Reese is ready to claim hers the hard way.
The Chicago Sky are 3-9 for the season, and it's no secret. Tyler knows it. Everyone knows it. This is bad. As a person who covers the Sky daily, I'm going to give you my best version of this big picture. Now, Coach Tyler Marsh is right. These women are working hard. They come in every day. They're trying to figure it out. I know no one is content. That part is true. But what is also true is that this roster, unfortunately, was not built for success. With Courtney Vandersloot going down with the ACL injury, I just don't know how the Sky are going to weather this.
And let's be clear, we're not talking about a minor shooting slump or a rough stretch. No. This is a full-fledged statistical collapse. The kind of numbers so bad you start wondering if the universe glitched and maybe it's time to reboot the entire simulation just to see if it fixes whatever this is. It's not just off, it's historically off. The kind of stretch that has stat trackers double-checking their calculators and fans wondering if they accidentally tuned into a blooper reel. Meanwhile, Coach Tyler Marsh is out there looking like a man who's not just coaching for wins, he's coaching for his survival. Every game he shows up like he's coaching to pay next month's rent, only to be handed another flaming hot disaster, served up with a side of instant social media memes. You can almost see it on his face, each turnover, each blown defensive rotation, each missed opportunity etching another line into the resignation letter the universe seems to be drafting for him. It's a front row seat to a slow-motion unraveling, where the box score burns, the strategy collapses, and the coach is left standing in the middle of the wreckage, wondering if this is the week he's officially out of lifelines.
Hello, my fly happy family. It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. We have to talk about Tyler Marsh, man. We have to talk about Tyler Marsh and this one, man, releasing a crazy statement in the post-game interview. We're about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy, if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 26.5, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. Alright, so there's this article right here, man, released, talking about Chicago Sky coach sends strong Angel Reese message after loss to Indiana Fever.
And make no mistake, those L's the Chicago Sky are racking up aren't just the result of bad bounces or unlucky nights. No, they're earning every single one wholesale. And guess who's right there helping hand out the coupons? Angel Reese. Because when your self-branding is sprinting miles ahead of your stat line, there's not just a gap, there's a crisis. We've said it before, this team isn't playing for each other. They're playing for themselves, and no one embodies that more than Angel right now. Her court presence feels less like a competitive athlete grinding for wins, and more like a promo reel for a docuseries no one actually greenlit. The game's just background noise. The real focus seems to be the next headline, the next soundbite, the next viral moment. And you know things are spiraling when the coach is juggling lineups like a circus act. desperately trying to find any combination that works. And somehow Angel still can't crack the starting five. At this point, it's not just a coaching call, it's a scoreboard plea. The numbers are screaming, the film doesn't lie. The data is practically begging for a change. Yet Angel's still moving like her jersey's headed for the rafters, when in reality, it's more familiar with being folded neatly on the sidelines. The irony? She's doing more media appearances than meaningful minutes. If press conference confidence earned points, she'd be deep in the MVP race. Unfortunately, talking about being that girl doesn't translate into buckets, rebounds, or defensive stops, and let's be clear, she's not coming off the bench as some secret weapon, a spark ready to flip the game. No, she's clocking in with missed assignments, defensive lapses, and a vibe that screams more about image than impact. She's showing up, but the scoreboard's not, and right now, that's the only stat that matters.